Ashley. Sorry to message you so suddenly.
Hey, Marie, what's wrong?
The truth is, my relative Stephen died suddenly. I know it might be overstepping the mark, but could I ask you to go to the funeral?
Oh, is that so? Oh, my condolences. Of course I'll attend. Could you tell me when and where the funeral will be?
It's from tomorrow at 10 a.m. at Greenwich Village Funeral Home. Would you mind getting there a bit earlier?
Sure, I'll go a bit earlier.
Ashley. I'm so sorry, but the venue has changed location all of a sudden.
Can you really change the location of a funeral that easily? I'm in front of the funeral home as we speak.
I couldn't believe it either. I hate to ask, but could you come to the Greenwich Village Hotel?
A hotel? What do you mean? It's a funeral service, right? Why should I go to a hotel?
Don't worry about it, just get here fast. Everyone's already arrived and are waiting. Get here as fast as possible. It's rude if my daughter-in-law is the only one that turns up late.
Okay. Wait. Marie? What's going on? You told me it was a funeral service. But it's really a wedding, isn't it? Where are you now?
What was that outfit you were wearing? Ugh! I can't believe it.
No, what are you talking about? Explain the situation to me. There's obviously been a misunderstanding?
Marie! You're a bit of an annoying daughter-in-law, aren't you? I definitely told you that it was a wedding. Of all things, why would you come in funeral wear? You really do have a lack of common sense.
What? You told me it was a funeral, though.
It's fine. Just get back here fast and apologize properly when you do. I'm apologizing in your place right now. I told them that I'm sorry for my stupid daughter-in-law.
Marie. Yesterday I didn't have any time because I was apologizing to everyone. But we need to get this all straight. There was obviously a miscommunication. You told me it was a funeral, didn't you? Why would you tell me two different things? Why do you hate me so much?
Hate you? I told you that it was a wedding. Ugh, won't you stop these false accusations?
Even if you said that, Marie, there's still some history between us, isn't there? But regardless, you told me it was a funeral. I'm literally looking at the text you sent.
What? Maybe I made a mistake. Even if I did, do you really want to make me out to be the villain that much? You really are a horrible daughter-in-law. This is why I opposed you marrying my son, but Ben didn't listen.
Is that why you've been bullying me? Because you never wanted me to marry him in the first place? I really don't want to say something like this, but aren't you being a little childish?
Who do you think you're speaking to? Now you're showing your true colors. I'll tell you what, all of our relatives are on my side. From now on, don't think that you have a place as part of my family. It's annoying being part of your family anyway. I'd rather be out of it. Why are you speaking like you're above me? Who do you think I am? I think you're my mother-in-law? That's what I don't like about you. You don't even have a bit of charm or loving in your voice. Do you really think a woman like that is suitable for Ben? Despite you being a bad person, you always put the blame on me. Don't you think you're being a bit weird? You're You're always being so feisty. Oh, I can't believe it. That's why I can't stand you.
Well then, I can see that this isn't a situation where we can actually talk. Let's try to talk another day. With that...
What? Wait a second. You feel like leaving now? You can't leave now. Hey, listen to your mother-in-law. Ashley, have you got a second? I'm in the hospital now. Oh, it's nothing serious, but I've twisted my ankle badly. I have to stay in the hospital for a few days.
Oh, really? Take care of yourself. Well then.
Wait a second. If you come to visit me, I'll forgive all those awful things you said.
I thought you hated me? Plus, you were the one who was saying way worse stuff to me.
I already told you I don't hate you. On your way here, could you pick me up a donut from that bakery by your house? Oh, I'm totally addicted to them. If you buy me one and bring it to me when you visit, then I'll forgive you. Oh, the hospital food is so bland. I'm already so tired of it.
Is that so? By the way, are your relatives going to visit you?
Isn't it obvious they are? Everyone's so worried about me. Unlike you, I'm popular. Well, Ashley, it's better to take this opportunity to butter me up. Because even at the best of times, you're thought of as a stupid daughter-in-law.
Oh, right. Okay, so I'll visit tomorrow.
Ashley! What are you doing?
Oh, hello again, Marie. What's up? We just saw each other. Do you miss me already?
Don't play innocent with me. I know you're behind this. It can't not have been you. You got everyone to come to see me in hospital in funeral clothes. Aren't you just the funniest person in the world?
Oops, I'm sorry. Oh, I think this is surely another one of your misunderstandings. So I told everyone to show up in funeral clothes because, you know...
Don't be stupid. If I'm dead now, how am I messaging you?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
What are you laughing at? Stop treating me like I'm some idiot. You better tell everyone who came today that this was all a misunderstanding. After this stupid little prank, you're no longer welcome in this family anymore.
Do you still not understand?
What? Understand what?
I think you're underestimating how much influence you have over your family and relatives. I didn't trick them at all to show up looking the way they did. They agreed to it.
What are you saying? I know you're definitely lying. They would never do that. I'm not fresh off the farm like you. I've been the center of this family for years. They all love and respect me. They'd never do that, after all I've done for them.
Everyone said you constantly look down on them and that it's exhausting to be around you.
Oh, yeah, right. How stupid do you think I am? I'd never fall for something so blatantly false. You really are a helpless piece of work, aren't you?
Maybe I am, but you're no better. I think it's time you know the truth. In all my years alive on this earth, I've never seen anyone who's hated by more people than you.
What?
If they didn't, they wouldn't have agreed to go along with my little plan. In fact, they were all on my side at the wedding too. They all felt so bad for me. When you weren't there, they all came to apologize to me. They said this isn't the first time you've done something like this. I didn't even have to show them our text message history. They believed me. You told me to go in funeral wear to an important family wedding just to pick on me. You tried to trick me into being the one to ruin the wedding, when really it was you for doing such a nasty thing to me. Everyone was understandably angry at you. Marie? Are you reading these messages? You've gone all quiet. I'm here. I see. By the way, Uncle Mark said, I'm tired of putting up with her foul mouth. She swears like a truck driver. And Aunt Paula said, when I heard her stories, I always pretended to laugh. But I immediately think about how I can get away from her ASAP. That's enough. She also said, I also have to bite my lip to stop myself from raking her over the coals. What's wrong? Does the truth hurt? Stop it already! I'll say I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. Oh, wow. It's very unlike you to apologize. I've been targeting you because it feels like you took my son away from me. You know that I had him when I was a bit older. He was just the cutest little boy. Oh, and I loved him so much. You're a woman, too. Surely you understand. Well, I understand he was cute, but how does that translate into you bullying his wife? It doesn't add up for me. I raised him with all the love in my heart. I love him so much, and that didn't just go away when he got married. I just can't bring myself to let him go. I hate that his affection is going to someone that isn't me. I wanted to play a little trick on you to show you I was the boss. I thought it was harmless. Harmless? How was it harmless? If it only affected me, it would have been one thing. But you ruined the atmosphere of the entire wedding because you wanted to be mean to me. Didn't I apologize for that already? Yeah, only to me, though. And I'm the one that gets to decide if you're forgiven, even if you apologize. Nothing could be done about you ruining the wedding ceremony. How would you feel if it were the other way around? Not just the fact that you ruined the wedding, but also how the rest of your family has been putting up with your behavior for years. Okay, fine. I'll apologize to everyone once I see them again. It's great that you realize what you've been doing is wrong, but I don't know if everyone will want to see you after all of this. Why not? Why wouldn't they want to see me again? What's that supposed to mean? It means what it means. After talking with everyone, we've all agreed it would be best if we don't see you anymore or invite you anywhere. No way! If you can't see anyone from now on, you won't be able to apologize, will you? By the way, that includes me and your son, too. Stop messing around. What you're saying is serious. I know my son would never say that. Oh, he did. He was the one who brought it up in the first place, actually. All of the family met up, and the discussion led to that. It seems that everyone said they'd be cutting you off. No one opposed the idea. Ben wouldn't have said something as horrible as that. We're related. We have a blood connection. I don't believe any of this. You're lying, because you want to get back at me for the little joke I played on you. Why don't you get in touch with Ben to see if it's a lie or not? I can't get through. It doesn't even go to voicemail. My texts aren't sending either. What's going on? Someone who only thinks in the short term like you might not understand, but the main victim of this incident is Ben. Not just because his own mother is picking on his wife. You were willing to use someone's wedding ceremony, and he saw it firsthand. Your selfishness was made very clear to him and the rest of the family. I would have been happy if you'd at least kept your tricking to only affect me. I'm sure this is all pretty tough to swallow, huh? Don't you think this is all going a little too far? For just one little prank? I'm not the villain here. If anyone, you're the one who's being selfish. Well, if you haven't understood what I've said up to now, I don't think you ever will. I've said what I had to. Whether you accept it or not is up to you. I promise, the next time the whole family will be properly dressed. In funeral wear. At your funeral service. Because that's the only way we'll ever agree to see you again. After that, all of the family completely cut Marie out of their lives and stopped inviting her everywhere. Paul, her husband, had been dead a long time. She'd been living off Social Security and the money her husband left until then, but still relied on her family to support her for a lot of the time. That was all gone now. Maybe it was owing to her hard life, but she didn't have anyone she could call a friend. She realized quickly that she had no one else in her life other than the family who had just disowned her. She had no one left to turn to. I heard that from time to time she'd go over to one of her relatives' house, crying and begging to be let in. But wherever she went, she'd be turned away at the front door. No one wanted anything to do with her. She thought she might be forgiven if she apologized. She told everyone in the family, "Please, I'm apologizing for the way I've acted. You've got to forgive me." But all of them knew she was a lost cause and didn't fall for her crocodile tears. Well, I guess she got what she deserved. I hope she realizes that her jokes aren't very funny.
Hey, honey. Are you awake?
Yeah, I am. Is it lunchtime for you now?
Yeah, I just went on my break. The project I've been busy with is winding down. So, it looks like I can go back home for a bit next week.
Really?
Yes, really.
Yay! Oh, Kira will be happy too.
I'm sorry for making you feel lonely all the time.
Well, yeah, I feel a little lonely, but I married you because I love you for your passion and hard work. And it's so awesome that you're working abroad.
I don't care if it's awesome or not. I feel bad that I make you feel lonely.
You should be proud of what you're doing, Jack. Don't worry.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. You always help me by saying supportive things like this. Oh, by the way, Kira has her kindergarten play on the 7th, right? That's the day I fly in. If everything goes smoothly, I can go straight from the airport to the school to see her.
Wow, oh, that'd be great. But I'm wondering, can you go without me?
Huh? Why?
Well, there's something I really need to do on that day. I was wondering what to do about that. I really hate to ask you to go alone, but my hands are tied.
Oh, really? Well, I don't mind going alone.
Thank you. I'll tell Kira later.
That's okay. By the way, I have some big news for you. You'll be really happy when you hear it.
Really? What is it?
It's still a secret. I'll tell you when I see you.
I wonder what it is. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm getting kind of nervous.
Why? We've been FaceTiming like every day. I'd understand if Kira hadn't been seeing your face or hearing your voice, but she has been.
But I haven't seen her in a really long time. I wonder if she forgot me.
That's impossible! She was all excited and said, "Daddy's coming!"
Really? I've just arrived at the kindergarten.
Okay, don't forget the parent meeting after.
I feel like I'm going to cry.
Huh? What's wrong?
I just walked by Kira, but she didn't notice me at all. I waved at her, though. She's talking to another dad now.
Oh, She just didn't notice you. Don't worry.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, it'll start soon, so I'll catch you later.
Got it. Thank you. Hey, Jack? I heard from one of my friends, but you didn't go to the parent meeting, did you? Why not?
Because I didn't need to go, right?
What? Of course you do! Did you ditch your daughter because she ignored you?
It doesn't have to be me who goes. It doesn't seem like she was my daughter anyway.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Well, I was pretty surprised too, but now I've settled down. I heard her scream, "Daddy!" after the play finished.
What?
She went straight to another guy without looking at me. I talked to him in the restroom because I thought it was weird. I told him, "Your daughter is lovely."
Huh?
He really talks a lot. He was really friendly after I complimented him on his nice watch. It's been 9 years since you started seeing him, right? That's even before you met me!
Wait. What are you talking about?
I'm talking to you about Kira's real father. Hector Hughes. 31 years old, address unlisted, unemployed, former model. He's certainly very good looking. I don't get why he has a Rolex when he's not working, though. Can you explain it to me?
Huh? Are you with Hecky now?
Hecky, huh? He's here. I left Kira with the teacher. I explained the situation, then she went pale, but she understood it. It's obvious to her that chaos will ensue.
No. Look, I'd like you to listen to me.
Yeah, I've been listening to you this whole time. I've been listening to you because I want answers. So, answer my question.
I dated Hecky in the past, but he had a fight with a key business partner, so he needed to quit his job. So, I thought I should support him.
I see. In short, he's manipulating you.
He's like a friend now. Isn't it normal to help your friends when they're in trouble? It's just that after I married you, I happened to get pregnant with his baby. But you're the only one I love, so I couldn't bring myself to tell you. Before I knew it, things turned out the way they have.
You happened to get pregnant with him? Do you even know how pregnancy works? You did it with that scumbag, so that's why you got a baby.
But, well, I mean, there's no love between me and Hecky. It's just like exercise for us.
Exercise? Well, that's disgusting. Hell no. What is wrong with you? You really are vile.
You don't have to go that far. We were getting along so well, so how can you be so mean to me?
Why are you acting like you're the victim here? Cut it out! What's your point? If Kira is that attached to him, he goes to the house often, doesn't he? I was giving you a lot of money, but I found it suspicious how quickly it was disappearing. He must have been spending it too.
I'm sorry. I feel bad for you. But think about Kira as well.
Are you serious? Look at what you're doing!
It's better for her to have a kind father figure around than for her to be missing you all the time.
Yeah, you're right. Her father should be with her.
And I told Kira not to call him Dad. She always calls him Hecky too, but why?
Isn't it obvious? Your other guy clearly makes her call him Dad in secret from you. Anyway, I don't care what she calls him. I'm not talking about that. No matter how many times she calls me Dad, I'm not her father. I'm just a stranger who gives you money. Oh, this is seriously giving me the creeps. What were you thinking?
I already said sorry like 100 times! Let me ask you, Jack. You were satisfied with your life before, weren't you?
Huh?
A family who's waiting for you, even if it's from a distance. A kind and understanding wife. You should lay off me a little because I played my part well. I don't know why Hecky went to the play, but you would never have noticed if you didn't see him.
He wanted to get attention from other moms. He said a handsome guy who shows up out of nowhere is bound to turn heads. It was his master plan.
What? What are you talking about?
He told me everything. He said his wife wasn't there, but his plan was a huge success. What a stud. Lol.
Let's just back up a bit. What do you look for in a partner, Jack? For me, it's a stable income and good genetics.
Good genetics?
Yeah. I don't want to say this, but you look pretty average, right? But your income is incredibly good. So I think it's normal for one person to make up for what another is lacking.
That's the most insane thing I've ever heard.
I'm saying that you need to think more flexibly. It's fine for Hecky to be the birthing father and you to be the raising father. But I think there needs to be something in it for you. So if you have something you want from me, tell me and I'll make an effort. I think there are lots of ways to have a family. It all depends. In this day and age, people have relationships in all sorts of ways.
Wow. You don't get it at all. Do you think you can just cheat on me and rationalize it? Stop trying to justify it and just make it up to me. You're spitting nonsense to try and make it seem like cheating on me and taking my money wasn't that bad. I'm just being exploited. And I don't know why you're under the impression that we're still going to be together. I'll get the process started to divorce you by the end of tomorrow.
What?
Of course I will.
No way. Then what should we do about Kira? We're both not working.
Then work. Sorry, but I don't have any intention to keep feeding a psychopath, a former model leeching loser, and a child who isn't even mine. I will get my divorce and get you to pay for the money you've extorted from me.
I can't believe you. You're the worst.
Huh? I'm the bad guy here? Huh.
The second you learn Kira's not your real daughter, you're just going to abandon her? You're so selfish. Don't you feel a shred of attachment to her? We won't be able to afford to live if we have to pay you compensation.
Serves you right. And, rather than spending your time whining to me, maybe you should start to look for a job.
I hate that part about you, Jack. You think you're such a big shot because you're working abroad. But I can see the real you behind all that. With an attitude like that, you're sure to mess up your life big time one day.
Okay, if you say so. Say whatever you want.
I'm not paying you a dime. First of all, there's no proof of any of this. As long as Hecky denies everything, you don't have a shred of evidence. He wouldn't mess up like that. I bet you don't want to live a sad single life, so sleep on it, okay? A package just showed up from Thailand. There's a DVD inside. What is this, Jack?
Oh, that. I forgot that I sent it. It's no longer your business, so forget it.
But I watched it already.
What? Why would you open someone else's package?
Well, what was that house? It looked like a life-size dollhouse. Was that for real?
A property I found in Thailand not too far from where I'm posted. I have an estate agent friend over there, so he sold it to me at a great price. I was thinking of living there with you guys. But it was a waste, so I'll sell it.
Wait.
Why?
Don't sell it. Please.
Why not? I have no intention of living there with you anymore.
I've always dreamed of living in a house like this. Remember? We talked about wanting to live in a nice big house somewhere sunny like this before.
Yes. So?
I want to live with you.
Not a chance. What's wrong with your head?
I know what I'm saying might sound crazy, but I didn't know how much you were thinking of our family, Jack. I'm really sorry that I said those horrible things to you. Please, can we start over again?
It's probably impossible for you, Bonnie. You can't speak Thai for a start. I don't know what I was thinking.
I'll study. How hard could it be?
What are you going to do about that guy?
I'll break up with him. I've reconsidered. If I can start over with you, I'm prepared to leave behind my life here, Jack.
All right. Then can you come here, where I am?
Yes. Where are you right now?
Your parents' house.
Are you kidding?
They're furious, so you should come here soon. All that stuff you said about evidence? Your guy told me everything after I grilled him just a little. He's really pitiful. Was he really worth ruining your life over? Not that it's any of my business anymore, though.
Wait, I can't be with him. I want to be with you, Jack.
Oh, really? I want to be with anyone but you, Bonnie. You can't be so fixated on me. Think more flexibly. Yeah, well, you asked me earlier about what I expect from a wife. Someone who isn't a leeching parasite. After that, Bonnie and the former model guy, who were living in luxury with my money, had their lives turned upside down. They ended up having to pay back all the money they ever took from me. In order to keep paying back, they started to work even weekends and holidays, always exhausted from work. I heard that they always swear and yell at each other, unlike the rosy relationship they had in the past. As for Kira, she was left at Bonnie's parents' house, living with her grandparents and avoiding her parents' quarrels. I live in Thailand alone, but it's a more comfortable life than I expected. Since I immersed myself in my work, I got promoted afterwards. I'm forgetting that incident little by little and trying to move forward.